and I want to talk about the manner in which I've used your material in this video, and which I may well continue to use similar material of yours in other future videos. I want to address this. Now, here are a series of clips that you made on that very same live broadcast on the 9th of November last year. These are various things that you said. And let's address the way in which I may use your material or have used your material, because it relates to it.
No, it's against the law for them to take the picture. I read all the rules on cyberbullying, and if they take my picture without my attack, because I read attack, without my permission, it's against the law.
Okay, so the first thing is you're making it so it's illegal to take someone's photo. That's a ridiculous thing to say, Eileen. If it's illegal for people to take someone's photo, then there's a lot of people that need to be arrested, apparently, according to you. Now, it's not illegal to take someone's photo. It may be given on the context of how it occurs, such as if there's a privacy element or a harassment element or a sexual harassment element, yes. But generally speaking, in this country, it's not illegal to take a photograph of someone per se. Now, I do have recordings of your live streams, Eileen. I have recordings of them. And from those live streams, I could, if I wanted to, derive still images from them. So if you think that's criminally illegal or illegal in some way, Eileen, go ahead, inform the police, report me to the police, if that's what you think. Next, let's play another lot of clips that you said, all about using your material and making various threats that you're making about going to the police. So let's listen to those.
Different laws on cyberbullying to the laws of the land. Different laws on cyberbullying to the laws of the land. I read the rules. No permission to use my picture, no permission to use the inside of your home or anything. Cyberbullying. But I'm not given any permission from me to be used in any way whatsoever. In fact, the opposite. And the first thing that goes up, you will be getting done for cyberbullying. If they put one picture up about me, or my house, or anything to do with me, it's cyberbullying because they haven't got the permission. I'll call the police. So now what they're going to do is take pictures, ugly pictures of it, and they're now going to do stories about it. Well, they're now going to have the police at their doors because I'm not taking it anymore. And it's very easy for YouTube to get our addresses and send the police to the door for cyberbullying. Because I've got every one of my members that have got screenshots of all the hate. And if that picture, one picture goes up on me, I swear on my kid's life, I am straight to the police. And I will do. But Llama, if you're in the background, right, one more video of me with my face, a story, me home, me car, Stephen, even me dog. I'm taking you for cyberbullying and I will do it. But I tell you what, my face goes up, my house goes up, my name goes up, without my permission in a story. I'll go straight to the police, and I swear that on my kids' lives, I will go straight to the police for cyberbullying.
So, you made a series of things there, Eileen. And I'm not going to get into detail about this. This video's already been quite long. But, just fairly briefly, You decide on YouTube to use your own name. You broadcast to the world on your channel using your own name. If I want to make a video about you or your channel, and I do it using your real name, there's no harassment, illegality there. Nor is it illegal for me to make a journalistic video about you or your channel. Now, you've made there very clear vows that if I did anything like that, which I have done, you swore on the lives of your children that you would go to the police. So, according to your vow on your lives of your children, Eileen, you should now go to the police, because I've made a video using your name and I did a quote story on you. Apparently, according to you, that's illegal. Go ahead, Eileen, inform the police. I would welcome the police's involvement. You know full very well that I've been very close for a long time reporting you and some of your YouTube channel friends to the police. If you want to report me to the police, go ahead. What are they going to do? Arrest me for creating journalistic content? The things you say are ridiculous, Eileen. But you swore on the lives of your children. So, according to that, according to your vow, you're duty bound now to go and report me to the police. Go ahead. I would welcome a conversation with the police, and I would be happy to have many conversations with them about your behaviour and the behaviour of some of your members on your YouTube channel, and the way that you harass me and other people. And I've got lots of evidence that I can give them as well. Go ahead, Eileen. Go ahead. Now, you make other comments in your video here about using your content or using your photos or whatever. Let's deal with the copyright issue here, Eileen, because you need to understand a little bit of law here. You decide to broadcast to the world. You put your YouTube videos in the public domain. Again, I put at the start a copyright notice. I'm putting the same copyright notice here now. If I want to use your material on my videos, depending on the nature in which I use them, I do not need your permission. I am legally entitled to use it. Here's the copyright notice, Eileen. I've given you credit as the copyright owner of the material. I've given you the credit. I'm not denying that you're the owner of that material, the copyright holder, the copyright owner. I've made that very clear. There's your credit. There's your acknowledgement. Now, under copyright law, under the doctrine of fair dealing, or fair use as it's also referred to, but fair dealing is the more term that's used in the UK, I do not need your permission to use your material in the way that I have, because for things such as commentary, review, criticism, reporting, I can use the material that you put out on your public videos that you broadcast to the world on YouTube. I can use that in a YouTube video if I choose to do so, as I have done today. And if I wish to do so, I will continue to do so again. I'm legally entitled to do so. Now, if you want to dispute that, Eileen, take me to court. That's what you would have to do. You'd have to take me to court. Okay? And as I say at the bottom of this copyright notice, I will contest any bogus copyright infringement claim that anyone makes to YouTube. Now, if you want to know more about that, consult your moderator, Major Longsausage. He tried to take down one of my videos on a bogus copyright infringement claim, and he failed. He failed. Ask him about it. What YouTube also make clear is that if you try to make a infringement claim for copyright, and it's bogus and in bad faith, which it would be because I've got fair use grounds to use your material perfectly legitimately, if you make such a claim, it can result in YouTube deleting your channel. So I strongly suggest, Eileen, you do not attempt to make such a claim. If you do make such a claim, I will dispute it, I promise you, and I will continue to make videos about you, and I may decide to make even more videos if you try to make bogus copyright claims on my videos. Because even if you do make a copyright claim against me, you will have to take me to court. You'll have to take legal action against me. And if you do take legal action against me on copyright grounds, you will have eventually to go to court, because I won't settle out of it. I won't back down. You'll have to go all the way, Eileen. You have to take me to court. I would love to see you in court, Eileen, and I've got plenty of things I can counter-sue you about. I'm already taking legal action against you for defamation. If you want to take me to court and you think that I've broken copyright law, go for it. Go for it, Eileen. I'd love to see you in court. You have not got a leg to stand on. Because also, not only have I used it under fair use for the purposes of which I've used it, but I'm also using it for no monetary or commercial basis or benefit. This video will never be monetised in any way. I will never get any profit or monetary gain from this video. That also puts it in the favour of me using it for fair use purposes. So I can use your audio clips perfectly legitimately, perfectly legally. And it's a civil issue anyway, it would not be a criminal matter. But if you think, according to your whatever you think, that I've committed a criminal act by using audio of your clips, go and report me to the police and see what they say. Go for it, Eileen. Go for it. But you've not got a leg to stand on, because you put the information out there on a public broadcast, and I'm using it in a perfectly legitimate way. Now, to spin this around, Eileen, I never give out my real name in relation to my YouTube activity, in relation to my YouTube accounts on my YouTube channels. I never disclose my real name, nor do I disclose any personal information of any kind. I don't give out my address, I don't give out any photographs of me, I don't give out any video footage, none of it. There's no video footage of me on the internet or on YouTube, Eileen. I don't ever disclose my real identity. Therefore, don't get any funny ideas about you or any of your friends trying to do some silly reaction to this by trying to play some silly game where you're going to expose yourself to further claims of criminal harassment. You know what I'm talking about, Eileen, and so do your friends. Now, let's deal with the issue that you explicitly mentioned in some of those groups about using your photo or images of you. Let's get on to that aspect. The same thing really applies here, Eileen. You decided to put your image out on YouTube in your videos. You deliberately made that decision using your own agency to do that. Now, on some occasions, you accidentally show yourself. True. But on some occasions, you've deliberately decided to show your face and your body on your videos. You made a decision to do so, a very deliberate decision to do it, such as this particular live stream of the 9th of November 2019. You decided to show yourself for the entirety of the video, for multiple hours. Now, if I wanted to, Eileen, I could perfectly legitimately, under copyright law, use your image to illustrate my videos, if I so chose to. If I so chose to. It would not be harassment, because you decided to broadcast yourself on your YouTube videos. Completely different scenario to anything you may construe or consider in relation to me. I decide not to use my name, not to give out my name publicly. I decide not to show myself, not to show any footage of myself. The only thing you hear is my voice. I don't give information about my family, I don't give information about where I live. None of it. Whereas you like to give out your real name, it's your channel name, you show footage of your house, you show footage of your car, you talk about your children, you talk about your grandchildren, you put out videos and photos of your grandchildren, your children. Just an example of the stuff you've given out. You even inadvertently disclose your address on your YouTube videos. You inadvertently show your car registration number. Don't worry, Eileen, I'm not like you and your friends. I'm a better person than you and your friends. I don't disclose that sort of private information to other people. I wouldn't do that. Because whatever you do and your friends do, I will never lower myself to your standards. But if I wanted to, Eileen, for the purpose of my videos, if it was relevant and it fitted under the exemption doctrine grounds of fair dealing, fair use, for the type of material that I use on my videos, for the type of purpose of the video that it is, and it's not for any monetary gain, if I wanted to illustrate my video using any still images of you or video footage of you from your public broadcasts, legally I could do so, Eileen. I could have done it a long time ago. I could still do it if I wanted to, Eileen. There's nothing you can do about it, Eileen. If you want to go to the police about it, go ahead. Now, at the moment, as I might say in this statement, it's my editorial decision whether or not I want to accompany my videos with visual imagery of you from your own live broadcast on YouTube. It's entirely at my editorial discretion whether I wish to include it or not. So far, I never have. Whether that changes or not is solely at my editorial discretion. What I would suggest, Eileen, you and your mates, your moderators who help run your channel and engage in the same harassment and bullying that you do online, the same trolling activity, if you think that you're going to start harassing me by doing certain activity, I'll put it like this, Eileen. That may influence my editorial decision-making process. I'll express it as that. But I put it to you, Eileen, that legally I'm perfectly entitled to include those images from your live broadcasts in some of my videos if I chose to do so. It would be perfectly legal and legitimate under copyright law. I do not need your permission. You put that information out on your YouTube videos. You made them public domain documents on your own YouTube channel. If you don't want to put that information out, then you should have put it out there, but you chose to do so. You chose to do so. So there's nothing wrong that I've done in using your audio clips, and if I wanted to use your imagery, like for example still images taken of your video footage of your YouTube videos, and accompany them to illustrate my video, I could do so. It's worth pointing out to people who watch this video, you didn't see Eileen's face during the comments that she was making. So Eileen Strong actually has got off quite well here with the way I portrayed her in this video. Because if you saw the expressions on her face and her body language when she was making these comments, I suggested it would put Eileen in a much worse light. So Eileen should be grateful. Eileen, if you try to take down this video or any other videos that I make on false copyright infringement claim basis, I will continue to make even more videos and even more frequent videos. I promise you. And there's nothing you can do about it because I'm acting within the law. I will continue to expose you and your behaviour of you and your channel because it is disgusting. And I will not be intimidated or harassed by you or your channel friends.